Ooh. Go cut down a tree. That's blocking all the way. Or did they?
No. Yep.
Oh, sweet. I don't have to. Look at that. Someone already cut it down. All right. Thanks for doing my job for me. Crap, guys, bear with me. I'm gonna try to keep the lens dry so that it doesn't get blurry. But geez, look at all this. This is crazy. I just got home from work. It was a mess. But this is something you don't see in Georgia in December ever. I mean, back 5-6 years ago, it snowed on Christmas Day. And then probably 8 or 9, maybe 10 years ago, it snowed maybe a few days before Christmas. And I don't live up in the North Georgia mountains. They get snow. I live due west of Atlanta. I mean, I don't live very far north in Georgia, and at no elevation. So, but it's pretty cool. But this isn't why I'm making the video today. Although I have been very lax on content, this isn't why I'm making the video. I do want to talk about something I got for the Jeep recently. Actually, I got it yesterday, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I've been looking for this particular thing for a long time, and I think it's going to be a pretty cool build. FYI, this is how much it's snowing. These are my tracks from coming in earlier, and you can see they are already filling in. So I know my Jeep content has been lacking over the past few months as I've been playing around with the Corvette, but the Corvette doesn't get many views, and so I need to do some things to the Jeep anyway. So the Corvette's in the garage. As long as it's cold weather like this, it's staying there anyway. I'm going to do some more things to it. I'm gonna very soon put some muffler eliminators on it and things like that. But for right now, it's going to be shelved for a short time. I'm going to start working on the Jeep again. And it's mainly because of this item I picked up. And I'm pumped about it. And I want y'all to be pumped too. Let me know what you think. For those that don't know, guys, that's an 8.8 Ford rear axle. And I'll tell you, if you don't know much about them, here's why they're so popular. The Dana 35 and the Jeep TJ is crap. These are about twice as strong as the Dana 35, and they're good, very good up to 35-inch tires, whereas the Dana 35 really struggles after you get to 33s. So it's definitely an upgrade that was needed, and it's an upgrade that gives me a little bit of confidence on the trail. This, combined with my chromoly front axles in my Dana 30, should make the Jeep fairly enjoyable. Now here's the great thing about it. I've been looking for one of these forever, and they're very abundant because they came in the Explorers from the mid-90s all the way up to the early 2000s. So they're very abundant. I wanted to find the right one, and this is the right one. I'll tell you why. It's already got the right gear ratio for my front, even though I am going to go up in gear ratio soon. I don't have to yet, now that I've got this. It's a 373. It's got a limited slip differential. It's got disc brakes already, which is going to upgrade my braking power on the Jeep dramatically with the 35-inch tires. It's the right width. It's got the right lug pattern. It's just it's the perfect storm of what I wanted for an axle. I am going to have to cut off all the brackets. I'm going to have to buy TJ brackets, weld all that up, measure all that out. I'm going to have to build a drive shaft for it because it has a flange instead of a U-joint. I'm going to have to buy new emergency brake cables, but this thing came out of a running, driving truck, which was good, not truck, but Explorer. And so it wasn't wrecked, and it ran good, fairly low miles. These are hard to find with limited slip 373 disc brake. So so it worked pretty well for me, I think. I did pay a little more than I wanted to. You can find these usually 125 to 150. I had to pay 200 for this one. Here's the kicker, and this is the most awesome part. It was 5 miles from my house. I didn't have to drive halfway across the state to pick it up. I didn't have to crawl under a vehicle. I didn't have to cut it out. I didn't have to load it. I didn't have to get dirty. I just went to the dude's house. He threw it in the back of my truck and I drove off. 5 miles from my house. I'm thrilled with it. This will take up most of my time and resources over the next little bit. I assume that it's going to cost me, I'm going to try to get out for under $600. The axle's $200. The bracket kit's going to be $200. You figure another $100 of miscellaneous supplies, like welding wire and things like that, grinding wheels, things, paint, things like that. Then I need e-brake cables. That's $50. I'm sure I'll need some sort of brake line or something. I'll probably need some sort of distribution block. Who knows what all I'll need, but I guarantee it'll nickel and dime me to death. But once I get it bolted up, I think I'll be in it for less than $600. But it will be a lot of work, and I think it'll have some good video content. So guys, if you're as excited as I am, hit the like button. If you want to see this build, then subscribe, because I will be doing several videos. I'm not going to do one big 15-20 minute video on getting this thing installed. I'm going to do this video, then I'll do a video of me tearing it down, and not tearing it down, but stripping it down and painting it and things like that. I'll do a video of the welding, and I'll do a video of the install. So probably about 4 videos over the course of the next 2 months. In between that, there is literally an icicle on my hat now. In between those, I still will have some Corvette content and some other Jeep content. I still got to build my suspension, because when I put this under there, I am going up to 4 inches instead of that 3-inch lift I have now. And I am going to put long arms on the front. I'm going to build all that myself. So half that's already built. But right now I'm going to enjoy this winter weather that people in Georgia don't get to enjoy very often unless they go on a trip. And I'm going to get out of the cold for a minute and get some coffee in me. And I appreciate it, guys. If you liked the video, subscribe button, hit the like button, and guys, have a great day. See ya. Whee! Snowman. A little sideways.